My dear learners, you are most welcome to Primary 3 Literacy 2 lesson by Teacher Joel MALUMA. In today's lesson, we need to learn about uses of air. In case you have any question after watching this video, you write the number you are seeing on your screen down. You can send a WhatsApp message, or even you can use the email address you are seeing there to submit your question. Then I shall get feedback to you as soon as possible. Let us have this heading written in our books. Uses of air. Here on the top left side of your screen, you see P3 Google Classroom in the class code. You write this also aside such that you use it to join our P3 Google Classroom, where you will find more of this work. This is a continuation of our previous lesson, and you will find more of it there. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch the previous videos. So let us talk about uses of air. We know very well that air is a mixture of gases, and before that I need you to answer these revision questions from the previous lessons to give us a guide on what we are going to talk about. So number 1 says, name the gases that make up air. Number 2, what gas occupies 21% of the air in the atmosphere? Then number 3 says, mention 4 examples of rare gases. So take your minute and answer these questions. Take some minutes. You may pause and answer. Then I guess by now you have finished. We can replay and move on. So let's first make corrections briefly. Name the gases that make up air. There we have oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and rare gases. Did you get this correct? Let's look at number 2. What gas occupies 21% of the air in the atmosphere? So that is oxygen. Nitrogen occupies the largest percentage of 78%. Then carbon dioxide occupies 0.03%, whereas rare gases occupy 0.97%. Now, our last question, mention 4 examples of rare gases. Actually, we can write 5 of them. 1, we have krypton. 2, xenon. 3, argon. 4, neon. 5, we can have helium. Alright, there we are. I hope you've got everything correct. Let us write uses of oxygen. We start now to talk about uses of air, and in particular we are starting with oxygen. As you can see in the picture here, this was taken from one of the hospitals in India during that time when the whole world was on tension, in fears, because people were dying due to the global pandemic of COVID-19. So as you can see in this picture, here is a lady and is supported by what? There is another patient here. Do you see this man? Look at what is here. There is another one here and this one. So here is a doctor and perhaps other patients at this side. Now, these people who are sick, admitted in the hospital, are we together? So their life was deteriorating day by day, minute by minute, and they reached an extent where they cannot breathe on their own. So they had to be supported. How? by being given oxygen. So we are saying that oxygen supports life. How? Through breathing. Yeah, we breathe in oxygen. Are we together? So the moment you can't breathe, then that marks the end of your life. So oxygen supports life. We can have number 2 as oxygen supports germination. And what is germination? Look at a seed when it's put in the soil. It reaches that stage where it starts to develop from a seed to a seedling. A seedling is a young plant. So as you can see, there are conditions necessary for this to take place. And those conditions, there must be water, or at times we use the word moisture. Then oxygen is another requirement. Then heat from the sun. This heat generates warmth and our seed is able to germinate into a seedling. But as of now, we are looking at oxygen as one of the things needed for the seed to germinate. So oxygen supports germination. Number 3, oxygen supports burning. Are you able to describe a simple experiment to show that oxygen supports burning? May you write the requirements needed and the steps taken. Describe a simple experiment to show that oxygen supports burning. Pause the video and write. Okay, so this is what I expect you to write. We can have this written down. Don't worry if you don't know. We are here to learn. So we shall write another subheading, experiment, to show that oxygen supports burning. And in there, let us start with the requirements, then the steps taken. So we need a candle, matchbox, and a glass. Light a candle using a matchbox, then cover the candle with a glass. After a short time, the candle stops burning. Do you know why? Let's have this illustration to show us clearly. We see in A, the candle is burning. A, the candle is burning. Then in B, a gas jar is inverted. So after inverting the gas jar, the candle stops burning. Why? Because the oxygen which was in here has been used up. And the gas jar or that glass you are going to use will be blocking entry of more oxygen, just like here which is open. So that is an experiment we can carry out to show that oxygen supports burning. Now let us look at another subheading, and that is uses of carbon dioxide. Number 1, we shall say carbon dioxide is used to put off fire because it does not support burning. You will have to carry this carbon dioxide in this equipment, and you know how we call it? This is a fire extinguisher. So you will have to get to YouTube and watch some videos there. Many experiments in form of videos are put on YouTube. You can type in the search area experiment to show that carbon dioxide is used to put out fire. Then you will search those, you will view or watch those videos. Let's get to number 2. Carbon dioxide is used to preserve drinks like soda, beer, and tinned food. So as you can see here, we have a bottle of soda, and in here there is this space which is left. Do you know why this space is left here? And the gas which is there is carbon dioxide. So why is that space left above? So 1 is for expansion of the liquid, and 2 is to prevent the risk of carbon dioxide breaking the bottle. When there is expansion here, that gas of carbon dioxide fills up this place. So if this space was not left, then this bottle would just break. Are we together, class? So this gas here is carbon dioxide, and it is used as a preservative for the drink not to go bad. Is that well understood? I hope so. Then we can have the third one. Another use of carbon dioxide is that it helps plants to make their own food through a process known as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their own food. Yes. So here is an illustration to describe this. We have the sun generating or giving light energy. So as light comes from the sun, let's say in the morning, okay, and in the presence of carbon dioxide, photosynthesis starts to take place in the plant. We have said that photosynthesis is the process by which green plants make their own food. So the roots are down here reaching where there is water. You can see water here. So the roots will keep absorbing the water, and this light coming from the sun, together with the help of carbon dioxide, the plant starts to make its own food, together with the minerals that are within the soil here. So sugar or glucose is produced in the plant, as well as oxygen. These are given out. So that is why for us we breathe in oxygen. And what is the source? The factory is plants. So that is why we need to keep planting trees. We shouldn't cut a tree before planting others, because there we shall be destroying the factory that gives us oxygen. Then when you eat any plant or any food, you will find that it is sweet. You even get energy in the body, which is produced by glucose. So glucose is the same as sugar. As you can see here, we used the word sugar. These are the two that we can get from a plant. So for us, we give it carbon dioxide, and the plant gives us oxygen and sugar. So dear learners, this is enough for today, and I want to remind you about finding the exercise, where find the activity of lesson 1 on P3 Google Classroom. Here is the class code you can use to join. So this marks the end of our lesson. But take note, instructions are there. Read through the instructions attached and answer all questions. It is in form of a Google quiz, which is very simple. You can even view your marks after submitting. Thank you for watching this video. Join P3 Google Classroom, please, and attempt the activity. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking here, tap here, or you can even watch our previous videos in the playlist of Primary 3. So you can just tap here and watch the previous videos. Thank you. May God bless you. My name once again is Teacher Joel MALUMA.